Hey, what's up, everybody? We're just going to do a quick breakdown of Bucky Brooks's mock draft 3.0. He's going to give us Calvin Ridley. So, he's kind of bringing in wide receiver back into focus for the Cowboys here, and really has all the earmarks to be a good receiver in the NFL. Will the Cowboys take him? We'll take a look, But let's take a look here at Bucky Brooks's explanation of the pick here. Check it out.
SEC this year, he was fantastic. All right, the Dallas Cowboys could go a number of directions. Where you got him going here?
Well, look, I'm going to have to quit throwing up the X because we're going to replace Dez Bryant with Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley should be the new #1 receiver in Dallas. Smooth, polished, big-time playmaking ability. Also can run after catch. I like him as their #1.
Yeah, to me, look, they need some speed on the outside. I think Calvin Ridley definitely brings that component. They also flip him the ball in reverse. He can take it a distance. Great after the catch. I'm just anxious, though, does he replace Dez Bryant, or does he complement Dez Bryant? Buck?
Now, if Dez Bryant is able to agree to maybe a pay cut and he stays, this guy will eventually be the #1 player in Dallas in the passing game. Dez Bryant no longer can separate. The one thing we know about Calvin Ridley, he can separate, he can run routes. He really opens up the field for Dak Prescott.
All right, that's where you are. Let's bring in some reinforcements here. I think we've got Lance and Charlie going to chime in here. Lance, I'll start with you here. Does this spell the end for Dez Bryant if Calvin Ridley is indeed the choice here for the Cowboys?
Oh, yeah, I think it spells the end, but I don't think it's until 2019. But I do agree with what Bucky said. I think, that cap hit is pretty significant. You can still save $8.5 million if you cut Dez Bryant this year. But the Cowboys look like they're still in win-now mode. And if that's the case, how are you going to have a rookie as your wide receiver 1? I think more than likely Dez sticks around for 1 year, is gone before the 2019 season, and Calvin Ridley will take over as wide receiver 1. Then you look at the roster and the depth at wide receiver. I mean, Ryan Switzer's kind of the same type of player as Cole Beasley, so that doesn't really work there. And I don't think the other wide receivers you have around for 1 year is gone before the 2019 season, and Calvin Ridley will take over as wide receiver 1. Then you look at the roster and the depth at wide receiver. I mean, Ryan Switzer's kind of the same type of player as Cole Beasley, so that doesn't really work there. And I don't think the other wide receivers you have on the roster can really jump in and take over for what Dez would potentially bring you. But keep in mind, 0 70-catch seasons, 0 900-yard seasons, and 0 double-digit touchdown seasons over the last 3 years. What are you paying him for? I love this pick from Bucky.
All right, that's it. I want to get Charlie's thoughts on this, though. Charlie, we haven't seen many first-round rookies have a big-time impact year 1. So what are your thoughts here? Is this the end for Dez Bryant with this pick?
Well, if you look at what they tried to do in free agency, they tried to sign a wide receiver but couldn't come close because of the money in the cap room. And so now you have to have the receiver. Now they have leverage on Dez. I think Dez is a guy right now that he can't get open against press coverage because he can't run. He's physical, so he may help you in the red zone, get some touchdowns. Though that hasn't panned out the way it should. So I think they'll have leverage on him. I think they'll go to him and ask him to take a pay cut. I think they like to keep him around. But it's going to be the ball will be in Dez's corner, is the way I look at it.
I like that answer, Charlie. I think that makes the most sense. Dez, take a little bit of a pay cut, stick around. Maybe you can end up mentoring Calvin Ridley. All right, thanks, Phil.
All right, guys, let me know what you think about the pick there for Calvin Ridley. And as usual, guys, continue to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll be back tomorrow with another great breakdown covering another visit for the Cowboys.